Hey everyone, it's Kirby. Welcome to Pop Sugar Beauty. And contouring is one of those makeup tools that can really help transform your face in a good way, not an excessive way. So today, I'm gonna show you how to do it exactly like a pro. So the first step is just apply your foundation and concealer as you normally would, and then apply your eye makeup. This is just so that no eyeshadow will fall into your cheeks later after you've already highlighted and contoured your face. Then you want to start by highlighting your face. I use a cream concealer that's 2 shades lighter than my natural skin tone, and we're going to start with our forehead. So when you're highlighting your forehead, you're going to make a little tiny upside down triangle. It's going to be able to connect right to your nose. So from here you have your highlighter on your forehead. You're just going to bring it all the way down the bridge of your nose. And when you highlight the bridge of your nose, it makes it look a little bit straighter. It also makes it look a little bit more narrow too, because that light is really being drawn to the middle of your nose. A lot of people, when they cover up the dark circles underneath their eyes, they make this round shape and they look like the reverse of a raccoon. It's really, really white. Maybe it looks like you had on your sunglasses for too long, and it's not a good look. So the way to do it is you bring your highlighter from the corner of your eye straight down by your nose, and you're gonna stop like right at the tip of your nose, okay? And then you're going to create another upside down triangle. This way, it not only is going to cover up your eyes and highlight underneath, but it's also gonna get your cheekbone as well, so it really illuminates that too. And then you're just gonna fill it in. And yes, it looks like a ton of makeup, but we're gonna blend it, and it's gonna look really, really beautiful and natural. Now we have almost all of our face done. I'm just gonna highlight my Cupid's bow right along here. This is actually going to accentuate my top lip so it looks a little bit more full. And then you're gonna do the same thing with your chin. And there's really no method to the chin, just put a little bit right on bottom. Now that I look like I have a milk mustache and some crazy painting on my face, it's time to contour. And contouring really just defines your face, it sculpts it too, and it will help with any flaws that you might wanna get rid of or conceal. So the key when you really wanna contour your face, stay away from shimmer, because that doesn't blend as easily and it's not gonna look as great. So when you're contouring your forehead, if you really wanna make it look a little bit more oval shaped or maybe a little bit smaller, just start from the top of your forehead and work the line down the side of your face, just like this. That's gonna create a nice shadow so it looks a little bit smaller and a little bit more defined. Now it's time for the cheeks. The cheeks are probably the easiest part. You're just gonna go right to the edge of your ear, right where you can see your cheekbone. You're gonna start at the top and just start bringing a line downward. And it's okay if it looks really harsh and really severe, because we're gonna blend it out later, just remember that. One thing that you wanna do is make sure you get right underneath that cheekbone, because that way it's gonna look a little bit more hollow, a little bit more defined right underneath, which is what will essentially help lift your cheekbones as well. Now we're moving on to our jawbone. So when you wanna define your jawbone and you wanna give it just a little bit more structure, all you wanna do is get right underneath it with that bronzer or even that taupe eyeshadow. And that way it'll make your jaw look a lot more structured, a lot more defined, and a little bit more lifted too. And I like to just blend it downwards as well. Okay, and we can't forget the nose, right? If we put a highlighter down the middle of our nose to make it look a little bit more narrow and straighter, you also wanna contour it as well. So I like to take a concealer brush, it's a little bit smaller, a little bit padded. Line it up with the corner of your eyebrow. You're gonna make 2 parallel lines, one on each side of the bridge of your nose. Take a fan brush and lightly just blend out any of that bronzer. That way it still looks really sculpted and really defined without taking away too much of it either. Then to blend your highlighter, you want a fatter, thicker brush that maybe has an angle on it. This way it really blends the makeup so that it doesn't look like it's sitting right on top of your face. You want it to look very, very, very natural. And then for your eyes, you don't want to bring it down because you don't want to get it all over your sculpting or your contouring. You want to bring it outward towards your temples. And see how that contrast really helps to just lift up my cheekbones? It's magic, really. It's your own version of Photoshop. The final step is to add a little bit of blush. Lightly go in a little circular motion right on top. Then to make sure that it stays in place all day long, use a mattifying powder, lightly tap all the areas that you contoured and highlighted. And now you know how to contour and highlight your face like a pro. I'm Kirby and we'll see you next time on Pop Sugar Beauty.